Hello, social media navigators.
Hey, listen!
Those guys and you too navigating through the social media platforms. Welcome to Ingeniuses. If this is your very first time, double the welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for checking us out. Today I want to share a couple of life advices and tips on how to level up in life. But first, let me just say that I'm not a professional life coach. I'm not a licensed psychologist, not a life counselor, and nothing of the sort. So why the hell do I dare to sit here in front of the camera to try to do something I am not? There are a couple of reasons. The first one is why I think I want to share these things that I think why I've leveled up personally in the last couple of months. And you know, like the saying says, caring is sharing, or sharing is caring, or you know, whichever way it is, I'm here to do exactly just that. So take it as you will. And second, I still see a lot of individuals still struggling halfway now through 2021, not doing any better than they did back in 2020. So I'm hoping that in some way or another this video will help them in the least bit.
Disclaimer:
I do not advise anyone to take what I share too seriously. In the contrary, take it with a grain of salt for you to benefit in the best way you can from what I'm gonna share. So let's get started, and I sincerely wish and hope you struggling soul out there can get through the rest of 21 a lot better than you did back in 2020. Before I get started, I must admit this video may come across as boring for some of you who may already have everything figured out in your life. But I guarantee that I may be able to give you a slight distinctive perspective in life should you be going through any life adversities. For the last couple of months, I've been off my regular content creating and live streams. I've been contemplating to do a few things that I've been pondering to do for a long time, and finally got a couple of them done. And to date, some of you may be wondering what is all this fadoodles secretive shit IG keeps talking about that he doesn't say a damn thing about it. Before I proceed, I do want to tell you that you, Ingeniuses followers, you guys will be the first ones to know once this project has taken the full shape of where my expectations for it are met. I tell you this much, some of my family members don't even know what the hell I'm doing at all. I'm gonna say that if everything goes according to plan, this project should be public by the end of the year. And even though I did have a setback back in June, I think everything is still scheduled and projected to go as planned. Things take time to develop, but taking that first step is one of the most important things you can do if you want to level up in life. Well, what does this all have to do with the message and the point I want to get across with this video? Real life RPG. Well, as it is in most, not all, but in the vast majority of RPG games and some other non-RPG video games, we start with that one character, sometimes multiple to choose from, sometimes multiple to play with simultaneously. A character that is completely unarmed, unprepared to take on the main quest of the game, as it would be for us humans, life. Sometimes we get thrown into the game with a character or a roster of characters we are not so fond of or know nothing about. We may start with a warrior, with a mage, a sorcerer, a cleric, a servant. But what all of these characters have in common is that none start with the maximum level of expertise within their own field of work. And it takes lots of hours, lots of gameplay hours to develop, to enhance, to cultivate, to power up, to level up these characters, their abilities, and everything to get them up to the level we need them to be within their own traits. In some of the cases of the video games, they give you multiple characters to choose from. Once you are a quarter into the game, or maybe even as far as halfway into the game, you may have the option to change to a different one. And that's exactly how I see life. And I strongly believe this is how life should be seen as, should you really want to level up, power up to the very top of your game, your life. Assuming you're one with a common sense, you would know that nothing happens overnight. Nothing ever does. So, if we were to translate this huge amount of hours, gameplay hours that takes to develop these characters and power them up, if we were to translate these to life hours, in some cases, our tasks may take months, if not years, for us to develop and reach our full potential to what our purpose in life will be. And while we're in the process of our real life goals, we may still change our career paths, our goals, our visions, our objectives very well into our late 20s, mid 30s, 40s, or even 50s. But that is totally fine. It takes a lot of time to figure lots of this shit out, just as it is with any RPG or video game. There are puzzles, there are riddles, there are obstacles, there are setbacks, there are stumbles and defeats, all of which will make us a better character in life and hopefully open our vision to what our true potential in life is, our life purpose. And even then, when we conquer the basics of a high school, a college, a first-time job opportunity, some of you may still not have the full capability to figure out what your main quest, what your purpose in life is. And I want to tell you that is perfectly fine. Sadly, it is something I barely started to see in my late 30s. Something I wish I would have seen and been well aware in my 20s. But it's totally fine, because what counts is what you and I will do from here on out. If you're watching this video and you are a recent high school grad, a recent college grad, if you're already in your late 20s, in your mid 30s, or even in your 40s, don't rush to do anything just because society expects you to accomplish that one specific or particular task by the time you reach whatever age that you are by the time you're watching this video. School doesn't teach you how to navigate through the main quests of life. Yes, school is important just like any other tutorial level in a video game. They show you the basic movements, foundations, and give you the training wheels to get you rolling. But once you're very well into the game, it's up to you and only you to figure out how you're gonna use this ability, that one weapon, that one magic spell. Because you don't have your high school teachers or college mentors by your side once you are on your workplace of your career path. Now, if you are a parent, I'm gonna please ask you, please, well, I'm gonna beg you to please stop pressuring your kid to go get that kind of job, to go get that college degree, to go get that career path that you want for him. It saddens me to see these parents nowadays when they try to get their kid into an activity that the kid is not interested in it whatsoever. Just because mom or dad are fanatics of basketball or baseball, football, or what have you, they think the kid will end up enjoying that one activity as much as the parents. Some cases may be true, but not so much, at least in the vast majority of cases I've personally know and witnessed. Now, in 2020, 2021, 2022, and going forward, things will not be the same as when you and I were kids, when we were teenagers 20, 30 years ago. Times are constantly changing and we need to give these kids the freedom to explore. Let them figure out where they're gonna perfectly fit in to feel their life purpose. You parent, even if you're not a video gamer, let me just say that even when we get through the tutorial level to familiarize ourselves with our character, we still need to explore the hell out of the map the hell out of the game, because we sure as hell not gonna complete the game with the basic acquired skills we got on the tutorial level. We need to give time to these teenagers to explore. We need to let them face tough situations, encounter challenges, and let them fail even after getting a high school diploma, a college degree. They're gonna need time to figure out what their main life purpose will be, and this will sure take months and years. They're sure as hell not gonna have it all figured out 100% the day they walk out of high school, day zero after getting their college degree. And even then, there will be a small percentage chance they may still change work or feel very late into their career paths when you just thought they had it all figured out. If you've never played a video game or even picked one up at all for that matter, let me just say that there's always that one wizard, that one fairy, that one old wise man, old wise woman who regenerates our health in the game. That's where us, as parents, as family relatives, as friends, need to do our part and aid these teenagers, these youngsters, and individuals who seek guidance, help them get back up when they stumble and fall. I don't believe that is asking much. Now, for everyone else who's struggling to get through whatever it is that you're going through, take your time to figure out what your life purpose will be. That will be the one that will put you on the spot as the hero. And I don't mean the one that's gonna become a trending social media personality, not a famous celebrity, or not want to end up on the tabloids, but the hero of your own destiny, your family, your career path, the purpose you will only know well within yourself. If at this point of the video you're still wondering, I don't get what the point and message of this video is. It's simple. Find a purpose in life, something that will fulfill your life. Be patient with the process, as it may very well take months, if not years, to accomplish. And don't give two shits about what people will say. Oh my god, what's gonna happen if you happen to change career paths in your late 30s, in your 40s, goddamn, in your 50s? Nowadays, the new generation video games take lots of hours to accomplish, and even then probably not at the entirely 100% completion. And that's exactly what life is gonna feel like at times. You're gonna feel like you haven't done enough, but that will be okay, because that's where the interesting side missions and objectives will be able to provide. The extra exploration you must do in life in order to experience that one lost feeling of emptiness, of something you knew you were missing and probably didn't know you were missing, or didn't know where and how to look for it. Don't let anyone tell the fate of your RPG, your life. RPGs and open exploration games do not tend to be linear, so neither should your life. 20, 30 years ago, the motto was you go to school, you graduate, you get a job, and you will have a successful life. Or so it seemed. Not anymore. Education is important. I don't want to come across as if you shouldn't give two fucks about it, because you should and should do the best you can. But a diploma does not and will not guarantee a successful life, nor will it guide you through your true, genuine life purpose. Life changes constantly, because life is not a linear RPG video game. But if you think for a minute, your life could be, and probably is already, a video game where only you know what your main quest is, and only you will figure out how to power up and level up to your own destiny. In case you're wondering, IG, what is your life purpose? Well, it is the same since I started in Genesis back in 2017, and it hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed a little bit is how am I gonna accomplish it? My purpose is very simple: to bring happiness and positivity to as many people as I can reach out to. Whether it's through my uploaded content, through my infrequent video game live streams, or through these other side projects I'm working on, a smile at a time, it's all I want. A smile at a time for those who watch my content. I've gone to the extent of acting goofy, silly, and even very immature at times, but all for the purpose to make someone smile, to make that one individual smile when they need it the most, when they least expect it. I feel like I can sure fulfill my purpose if at least 1 person out of 10, heck, 1 person out of 100 smiles and cracks a laughter while watching my videos or watching my other content that I share through my social media platforms. If I can at least make 1 person smile at a time, that is all I need for me to feel like I'm on the right path of my life purpose. One last thing I want to remind you all of is that acronym going around the social media platforms, YOLO. You only live once, and heck, should you make the best out of it. Nevertheless, let me disagree just a little bit with this motto and give you a marginal difference on why or what you could do instead of just YOLO. You just don't live once. You live many times. Every time you wake up, every time you get out of bed, every day it's a new opportunity. Every day it's a new YOLO for you to do something else, something better than you did the day before. Therefore, you have many lives. Every day it's a new life, a new quest in life, a new life quest, a new endeavor. Only you know what to do with it. If you're not productive with it, you ain't going nowhere. Do you just want to dwell on the failures from yesterday? Do you really want to power up? Do you really want to level up? Meaning, do you or could you pick up a new hobby, a new skill, a new trade? Something that you know it's going to make you feel fulfilled, invigorating your life purpose. Every day it's a new opportunity for you to improve, to enhance, to cultivate your character. You. If you have a monotonous life, you get up, you go to work or school, you get back home, rest and repeat, you sure as hell not YOLO in. Why? Because you don't have a meaningful purpose, or at least I can't think of one, by repeating a boring routine. So get out there, find a new hobby, a new skill, something you've always been interested on picking up, even if you think you suck at it. You have to start from zero, just like with anything else. You probably and for sure are gonna suck at it, especially if you've never tried it before. But taking that very first step towards doing it, executing the plan, will give you that fascination of life, a contrast that will definitely enhance your lifestyle, even if you think you're not making progress 2 weeks into it, a month, or even a year into the practice of this new skill or hobby. Remember, everyone has different progress levels. Everyone has different talent capabilities. So be patient with yourself. Find a purpose. Find that fulfillment that you know a month later, maybe even 5 or 10, 15 years later, 15 years from now, will give you that fulfillment that's gonna make you feel like you own that shit, like you have become the hero of your own destiny, of your fate. Whether you got something out of this video or not, whether you understood what I'm trying to convey or not, one thing for certain is that you shouldn't feel pressure to accomplish something within a given time frame, because most, if not all, of all RPG and other open exploration games don't have a time limit. So neither should your goals. Yes, it is essential to have a goal a year out, 4 years out, 5 years into the future. But should the development prolong itself longer than projected, don't get discouraged, because time is just a minor challenge of whether or not you can accomplish something within a given time frame. Yet, if time is prioritized over quality, your end product will not be revered as it could have been if you set a time frame as part of your main formula. So until next time, thank you so much for watching this video. If you watch until the end, if you didn't get bored to death, extra thank you, and I sincerely wish and hope these little pointers give you a different little perspective on how you can have a fulfilling life through finding your purpose, your main quest in life. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and remember to game on. Much love.